Welcome to lesson three using Scratch. Before we start, I'm just going to a recap of the last two lessons. So in lesson one, we introduced you to Scratch, learning how to add a sprite and learning how to add a background. As you guys have not used this program before, this was quite difficult, but hopefully you guys understand it a bit more. In lesson two, the steps involved in integrating falling objects from the top of the game and including a text bubble. From completing these two previous lessons, you should be able to complete lesson three now. So in lesson three, we'll be adding from the knowledge discovered in lesson two. The students will now develop adding a score and learning how to add or remove scores and show a sign of the end. This will help them to add to their knowledge construction on working out the scoring and finishing off the game successfully. Syllabus outcomes are PDHPD understands contextual factors that influence themselves and others' health, safety, well-being, and participation in physical activity and digital technology. Follow, describe, and represent a sequence of steps and decisions needed to solve simple problems. So content descriptors identify and participate in opportunities that promote healthy decisions. Follow, describe, and represents a sequence of steps and decisions needed to solve simple problems. So before we start, of course, we're using technology. So there's going to be no food or drink when using a laptop because it can spill and damage your laptop, and we don't want that. And the safe use of technology such as extension cords and chargers, as we know how dangerous electricity is. I don't want to see anyone touching the plugs or ripping it in and out. So in this lesson, our outline will be log back into Scratch, add sound effects to our sprites and adding a score, creating a game over background through using crosses. And if this all goes well, I want you guys, if this is not working, I want you guys to ask me for help. Also, if you guys are ahead and know what to do, I might assign you with someone who isn't really sure what to do, as not everyone is the best with technology, and that's okay. So I might assign you with someone so we can all work together. Okay. Okay, let's start the Scratch. So the first thing we'll be doing is adding sound effects and adding the score to go up by one. So we're going to be looking at this section here. So if I've already completed it, but I'm going to go show you guys how to do it. So we want to go to control and add a if then, because we want it to say if it's touching Abby, then we want something to happen. So so go sensing, and you want to go to the top one, touching. If touching Abby, we want there to be, let me go hide. Let me just quickly go hide. You guys want it to change score by one. So you guys can say make a variable and set score. I've already done it, but type up score, and then you want to change score by one. Yep. And after this is so in the top left, we can see the score. We can add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. So if you get the healthy foods, and after that, we want to create a sound effect. So this can be done by going to sound and play sound. So I've already done a bite, but I want you guys to do a recording and do something that is a good sound, whatever you want. Say good job, ding, anything, but you guys want to show it's a good sound. So record it, and then you guys should be able to complete this and press it, and it should come up. So do a good sound for that. Yep. And then I want you guys to go to donut. And so I want you guys to see, basically it's the same set, is we're adding these three steps. So if it's touching Abby, does anyone know why? Yep, good answer. Because it can show that we're trying to get Abby, or Abby doesn't want to touch this. And then you want to start I did a chomp sound, but you guys can create a sound. Do a bad sound, like bad, or anything that indicates that this would be a bad sound. Yep. Does everyone know how to do this? All right, good job. Okay, our next step will be adding crosses to the game. So we're going to include 3 crosses. So I've already completed this, but I want you guys to copy my. So we want to do it when it clicks, as soon as it happens. So when it clicks, you wanting to go variables again and set a strike. Set a strike. So create another strike system. Let's just create another variable and do strike and create, yep, just drag it in like this. Then you guys want to go show because you want to show it. And then after this, I want you guys to create a forever. So forever, and then if. And I want you guys to do the if twice to get 1 for if it's below 0.5 and 1 above 0.5. I'll show you. And then I want you guys to go switch costume. And this is where we get the buttons. So switch costume and then add red or gray button. If you guys find it difficult to create this, I might come over and help you guys because this is quite difficult. And then in the thing, you guys, this to light up the first strike, you have to get over 0.5. So we want it to go over 0.5 as shown here. And then next step would be lesson in the second one. So I want you guys to copy and paste. So I want you guys to go Control-C or Command-C, go to the second one and copy this whole thing. And the only thing I need you guys to change is this thing. So we want second strike to light up on 1.5 and 2.5. Yep. And then I want you guys to repeat this, copy it again. We just delete that because I've already got one. And do it again, copy it. But this time, I want you guys to go to events. And once the third strike lights up, I want you guys to know that the game is over. So you guys want to go game over, create game over by going to events, and it should like end the game. So on the screen on the right. So to show the game over screen, we're going to click the right-hand stage on the right, and we want to go when received great, game over, switch backdrop. You can get backdrop, switch backdrop to this one. To create this, you're going to go choose a background, and then you guys want to go something like a blue sky, click backdrop top left, and then type game over or something at the end to indicate that the game is over. And a nice message, please try again. Please try again. Yep. And then this should be running it, and then you get the screen. So let's just double check that, make sure it works. 1, let me just quickly go. 2, 3, and sweet. See how it comes up? Yeah, but this one isn't connected. So if I connected this one here and change it to whatever I named it, make sure you name it. It's identical. You guys should be able to. Okay, so that's basically it. If you guys find it too difficult, too easy, I want you guys to quickly copy and paste these 3 ones, add a sprite as taught in lesson 1, and do something like a junk food, like a cake, and go on that, and quickly copy and control the controls from the donut as it's the exact same. And this can make the game a bit more difficult if you guys are wanting to do this. So yeah, that will be, and hopefully you guys learn how to create a game and can show your friends and families.